Hello guys, my name is Michael Colbert and I will be talking about the seismic process today. The seismic process is the chemical process used to make high purity silicone, electronic grade silicone in fact. It's the transformation of the metallurgic grade silicone to electronic grade silicone. This process is incredibly important for the production of many today's electronics in today's eras, and purified silicone are excellent semiconductors that are used in many components today. But now I'm going to explain just a little bit about the seismic process. The process currently has two reactions. It is the reaction of turning the silicone into trichlorosane gas, and then changing that trichlorosane gas into back into silicone. Here I can show you more an in-depth version of how the two processes work. The initial process starts with metallurgic grade silicone. The metallurgic grade silicon is generally in a powdered form. This silicon is then put into a reactor that's roughly around 300 degrees Celsius and combined with a hydrogen chloride gas as well. This process in turn creates the trichlorosane gas. During this initial process, many of the impurities of the metallurgic grade silicon are removed. As you can see, small traces of boron, aluminum, and iron are removed, and then also what's removed too is hydrogen gas in this process. The trichlorosane gas is then put into a large chamber that is heated with silicone rods that are roughly around 1300 degrees Celsius. The chamber is then introduced with hydrogen gas that's introduced to the system, and this process of converting the trichlorosane gas back into a silicone roughly takes about 200 to 300 hours. After that, you get the result of pure electronic grade silicon. The seismic process, its importance in today's world is that the electronic grade silicon is used for many of today's microelectronics because it's an excellent semiconductor. Most of the semiconductors that are used today you can mostly see are in your cell phones, computers, and many other devices like that. Unfortunately, this process produces only small batches and has a high energy consumption. So the industry is trying to find more efficient ways of making pure electronic grade silicone due to the fact that it's not cost effective, and on top of that, the use of the hydrogen chloride gas is very destructive due to the fact that it's a corrosive and can be very deadly. In summary, the seismic process is the changing of metallurgic grade silicone to electronic grade silicone. There are two major steps that requires heated reactor at 300 degrees Celsius and silicon rods heated at 1300 degrees Celsius, and then you have the last point is that the electronic grade silicone is used in many of today's modern electronics. Thank you for listening.